So let's move into our next set of presenters, Karen Herman's team from UDAC. So I'll let you introduce your team and your presentation.
I'm Karen Herman, Executive Director of UDAC, a Center for Excellence in Employment and Community Inclusion in Duluth, Minnesota. We provide completely community-based employment and community-integrated services for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities and other challenges. I'm joined today by my colleagues Jenna Peterson, Director of Organizational Development, and Nicole Oakland, Career and Life Coach Manager. They are two strong leaders in the development and implementation of competitive, integrated employment and meaningful community inclusion programs. Their leadership uses concepts from the community life engagement and competitive integrated employment toolkits to implement successful programs that advance people with intellectual and developmental disabilities to achieve their employment goals and exceed the expectations they have for themselves and what they're capable of doing. I would add, they exceeded the expectations of their entire support network. The presentation's title is Personal Empowerment and Relationship Building with Employers Equals Enhanced Employment Outcomes. Our presentation will focus on the success of the UDAC team to implement employment models that engage business partners across the community and strengthen the skills and involvement of the person with IDD. The holistic approach to skill development is focused on the person as a capable adult. This combination of business involvement and personal growth absolutely results in better employment outcomes and independence. The work being done at UDAC ends historic legacy disability programs that continue the segregation of people with disability. It ends community involvement in groups and activities that are only with other people with disabilities. In the process of working with employers as partners and the person with a disability to establish their rightful roles in the community, we change the community. We advance UDAC's vision to create a community where opportunity is accessible to individuals of all abilities, one person, one career, one possibility at a time. UDAC's work is committed to program design that is experiential. The most important message from our presentation today is that disability providers must change how they work with employers and with the person with IDD to achieve the best possible outcomes. Doing what we have always done will result in what we have always gotten, people being repetitively recycled through ineffective training programs that result in traditional disability jobs such as environmental services, retail, and food service. Plentiful jobs with significant turnover that disability providers consistently lead on. A topic for the future, but it must be mentioned. The UDAC model also focuses on talent development for the DSP role. At UDAC, they're called career and life coaches, and some organizations, job coaches, emphasizing assessment and the advancement of independence to promote holistic achievement for the individual they support. Talented and skilled employees are a fundamental cornerstone to the success of people with IDD, and this cannot be understated. I'll now turn the presentation over to my colleagues, Jenna and Nicole, who will describe their work with exploring community careers, business internship, and the capable adult growth models. These models provide direction that change the dynamics of the work environment and the community to strengthen opportunities for people. Jenna.
Thanks, Karen. Hi, everyone. I'm Jenna Peterson. I have experience working in curriculum and program development. I currently lead a team of talented colleagues in achieving new levels of community involvement for people with IDD, utilizing the strengths of the Duluth business community. Employers are willing partners when given the opportunity and knowledge to eliminate barriers to inclusive employment. UDAC's program, Exploring Community and Careers, serves adults ages 18 years of age and older. Both young adults in transition from school to adulthood, as well as individuals that want to explore new jobs and careers, are eligible for this program. The program includes curriculum that teaches employment skills and gives each person the opportunity to examine what they want in a career. It provides the knowledge they need to understand their responsibilities as an employee. The curriculum includes topics such as customer service, professionalism, problem solving, critical thinking, in order to advance employment skills. Lessons include arriving to work on time, understanding dress for the work environment, colleague relationships, and workplace etiquette. My work has focused on engaging employers to be a part of the Exploring Community Careers program. The employer provides an overview of their business and potential careers. They talk about their expectations and of the employee and the requirement that they have for the positions in their organization. I assist employers in becoming effective teachers and mentors for the program. Their involvement is essential in helping participants embrace employment and the excitement of working. When employers share their insight, it sets a powerful tone and message about benefits of working. When employers are the one conveying the message, it resonates differently compared to when teachers, parents, or service providers are saying those things. Over the past 3 years, UDAC has successfully engaged more than 20 businesses across the community in its program. The variety of businesses involved are essential in broadening participants' awareness of the different career paths they can pursue. Some of the businesses that we've been involved with have included the Duluth International Airport, Aspirus Health, Duluth Entertainment Convention Center, Duluth Area Chamber of Commerce, SCS Upholstery, Cirrus Aircraft, Essentia Health, Super One Foods, and Grandma's Restaurant. A couple highlights from last year's program include our visit at the Duluth Area Chamber of Commerce. The president and director taught participants the significance of networking and how to utilize it for job hunting. They provided information about the Duluth community and its wide range of businesses. And participants got a chance to take part in a mock ribbon cutting ceremony. At our visit at Aspirus Health, the clinical education team discussed the value of continuous learning, and participants got hands-on experience with CPR training devices. At Super One Foods, the talent acquisition specialist outlined career options within the grocery store and explained the career progression and expectations of employees. A key strength of the program is its daily curriculum, with lessons reinforced through community experiences. Real-time education is crucial, and it helps participants see themselves as capable of taking on the jobs and roles they encounter in various businesses. Employers often hire what they know. This program introduces employers to potential employees that can help them meet their workforce needs. I would now like to introduce Nicole to share her insights on hearing the voice of the person with IDD and developing strong and capable employees to meet workforce needs.
Thank you, Jenna. Developing competent and successful employees is my specialty. I am Nicole Blind. I've been in the disability field for 15 years. I specialize in working with transition age young adults and adults seeking jobs and career opportunities. I'm a partner with VRS, Vocational Rehab Services, where I actively support people on their employment journey. Employers are key to jobs and hiring. Employers are clear in their message. They want employees that can help them meet their workforce needs. I work directly with the people to find jobs and start them on a career path. I also listen to what employers want from their employees. My work is about strengthening the skills and capabilities of the person with IDD. I help them be interwoven into the culture of their workplace. This work uses careful assessment of existing skills, abilities, and interests of the person seeking employment. I found it requires that I help them examine their readiness for work and expand their ideas about it. It requires that I help them examine their perception of who they are as a person. At UDAC, the focus is on the person as a capable adult. The model we use is the personal growth model. It is important to help create an experience of empowerment for each person. Historically, low expectations have been consistent in the message in the field of disability services. People with IDD are labeled vulnerable and consistently told by the community it is not safe for them. This mindset interrupts individuals' opportunities to tackle problems and achieve success on their own. Low expectations are well acknowledged in IDD work, leading to underachievement, limited opportunities, and internalized feelings of inadequacy. These barriers create a cycle of frustration and prevent individuals from reaching their full potential. What I hear from the people that I work with is, I want to be a part of the community. I want a meaningful job, and I am capable. A foundational key to successful employment is a positive self-image that is grounded in empowerment and self-determination. The Capable Adult Personal Growth Model is about personal empowerment and skill building. There are 3 life areas: community living, daily life, and employment, with 8 domains: self-determination, community inclusion, transportation, technology, education, healthy living, and competitive integrated employment. This is a model that holistically approaches to planning experiences, opportunities, and skill building interventions that empower the individual. It is a guide to help the entire team to stay on the same page. It is the way to help the person with IDD succeed. The entire team is committed to helping their personal growth and mastery of skills that will allow them to eliminate the dependence on provider services. One of the most important factors is not just working with the person, but addressing every single issue, no matter how small, that keeps the person dependent on the career and life coach. Desiring a job is not enough. Having necessary skills is essential for success in the workplace. Colleagues should be engaged in supporting their new employee and help them hold them accountable for their work. Although it may seem like common sense to empower the individual, work environments and colleagues tend to be overly helpful. The model I follow in my work with employers is to focus on eliminating barriers that hinder individuals with IDD from succeeding, while allowing them to advance their skills and abilities. For potential employees coming out of the sheltered workshops and enclave work, the idea of seeing themselves as a capable adult is new. They've spent years waiting for instructions from their job tasks, relying on rides to work, depending on their job coaches or peers to do the work that they don't want to do. Meanwhile, young people transitioning from school to adult roles often see themselves as children still and are hesitant to leave school. They may also be limited in their experiences in jobs and in gaining independence in the community. I want to share 2 stories with you about the people I work with. Barb has worked in a sheltered workshop for 7 years, participating in a cleaning crew in the community, as well as doing paper shredding and light assembly work. She wanted a job in the community that aligned with her interests. After some exploration, she secured a job in guest services at Duluth Entertainment Convention Center, which allows her to engage in her passion for sports. During her journey, each career and life coach who worked with Barb focused on helping her grow in her independence. They assisted her in using public transportation, utilizing technology, applying lessons in self-determination, and engaging her community. During this process, Barb realized her full potential for independence. Today, she chooses her work shifts, she schedules her own taxi ride to work, and even meets with members of Congress to advocate for disability services. Her success is a testament to a supportive model that views individuals as capable adults while creating opportunities for personal growth. In Barb's words, I enjoy the work a lot now. I take a taxi to work by myself, and I like the people I work with. My family is proud of me when I got this job, and they support me in my involvement in the community. Patrick has worked for a pizza parlor for several years. He was wanting to take on more responsibility and expand his career opportunities. He participated in UDAC's Business Intern Program, which is an extension of exploring community and careers. His experience led to personal growth and new opportunities. Initially, Patrick served as a paid intern for 3 months at Essentia Health. During this time, he explored roles in nutrition, environmental services, and sterile processing, where he cataloged and processed medical equipment. He found enjoyment in all three departments and now works independently in nutrition services. Patrick often shares his experience at Essentia Health, emphasizing the importance of community. He said, "I'm walking all over the place and seeing people, including my mom, who works in the chaplain's office at the hospital, my other friends downtown, and at my other job, I'm in the back doing dishes." He takes pride in being recognized for his contributions, and as an employer regards him as one of his top performers. The experience of Barb and Patrick are just the beginning. They continue to explore skill development for future promotions and new opportunities. Their positive self-image has opened their eyes to new possibilities. My work supports individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities in developing skills necessary to succeed as employees, facilitating personal growth, and helping them become capable adults who can achieve their goals. A valuable lesson is that attendance is not an achievement. Patrick captured this sentiment well. Getting a job is hard, but it's why you must do it. Nothing is never easy. You must try your best, and what is important, whatever you do, you must take responsibility. If it doesn't work, keep going. I would like to share Patrick's message about work. This video was recorded at Essentia Health when they received an award for the commitment for employing people with IDD. Patrick speaks about his experience with pride.
So Patrick provided a really great speech at the award that the hospital system he worked at received from DEED. And really what he said was, this was an opportunity that really, I am so proud of what I've been able to accomplish and what I've been able to do. And as you recall, his other job was one in a pizza parlor where most of his time was in the back room doing dishes and cleaning up. So this was a really great opportunity for him to figure out that he could accomplish more and do more than he thought he did in the was able to do in the past. So thank you, Jenna and Nicole, and I apologize to everyone for the technical difficulties. Every system is perfectly designed to get the results it gets. Our program has been exceptional in changing the workplace and the lives of people with IDD. We recognize that people with IDD can be capable and ready for employment, but if employers were not on board, the opportunities for employment were limited. The Exploring Careers program and the Business Internship program engage employers at the most intimate level. The success of these programs is the result of employers recognizing the benefits to their businesses. The Capable Adult Personal Growth model is about empowerment and self-determination. It is changing the expectations that the person with IDD has for their lives in the community and for the contributions they can make. The models represent a reset and a commitment to changing the system for employment and community involvement for the people we're privileged to serve, changing how we work, involving employers, and empowering the person served changes the dynamics of the entire system of service. W. Edwards Deming was right. Every system is perfectly designed to get the results it gets. If we want change in outcomes for people with IDD and change in communities to be more inclusive, we, providers of disability services, must change what we do. We must empower the person with IDD with self-confidence and skills to actually be fully of the community. And we must directly work with employers to help them discover the power of hiring people of all abilities. We must create community by change. We must create community change by our commitment to move out of our comfort zones and translate words, ideas, and theories into action. Personal empowerment and relationship building with employers does equal enhanced employment outcomes. Thank you for the opportunity to be a part of the Dignity of Work Forum today. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen and your team. If we have time for a couple questions or a couple comments.
I got a question. First of all, thank you very much for a very inspiring presentation. It's clear that you have done a lot in the field, in Duluth and around. My question is about the Native Americans who live around Duluth. Even from my short experience from Minnesota, the employment services find difficult to reach these communities. So how successful are you in terms of, engaging young people with intellectual disability or disabilities in employment from these communities? And do you have any particular strategies which you would find particularly useful or effective? Thank you.
Your question is really a great question. Our services are open to people of all backgrounds. We do not, however, serve a lot of individuals from the tribal nations. Culturally sensitive interactions and involvement is certainly something we would engage in, but most of the time tribal nations are working with their people through their systems. It is an area in which we're looking at as we look to replicate what it is we've done with personal growth models and the internship model and exploring community and careers. We're just beginning now to reach out to other organizations to say, we'd be happy to share with you what we're learning and teach you what we've done if you would like to replicate it, because we look at what we're doing as being able to be replicated across either businesses or groups or organizations that provide disability services most broadly. That was the intent when we built these programs, was to really change our community. And by our community, we mean very broadly the disability community of Duluth and the region and here in northern Minnesota. I know I didn't answer your question very well. But
thank you.
And Karen, could you just mention how many people you serve?
Sure. We serve about 90 people, 80 to 90 people. And again, as people come into our services, our goal is to move them out of dependence on providers. So that number varies anywhere from 70 to 90.
Mm-hmm. Any other questions? All right, thank you very much.